confident. Never mistake it for cocky.
Hey guys, welcome back to In the Alley. My name is Cody, and tonight we are previewing the Monday night matchup between the San Antonio Gunslingers and the San Diego Strike Force. This is the first ever meeting between the two, first ever game for the Gunslingers in the Indoor Football League. So let's pop up the preview card, we'll talk our bets, we'll talk to Aaron, and we'll get on out of here with another preview. So, 8:05 on a Monday night, April Fool's. It's not a joke, it's on April Fool's Day. Pechanga Arena, San Diego, California, where the Strike Force are favored by 2.5. Moneyline favors them, over-under of 75.5. So they're not predicting a lot of points here, but you have an indoor football team that doesn't run the ball a lot, and you have another team coming from an arena-style background. So if they're throwing the ball quite a bit, there could be some points here. We'll save that for the bets. No stats for San Antonio since they haven't played a game yet. Nate Davis last week against Duke City, 173 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Trayvon Van, 9 carries, 24 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Randall Grimes, 8 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown. Players to watch here. For San Antonio, it's Sam Castronova. His first game, well, I don't know if it's his first game in the Indoor Football League. If it is, how is he going to match up against a defense that deals with Nate Davis? This defense deals with an arena-style offense already. How is he going to be able to adjust? How is Coach Manas going to be able to adjust this team that already plays a defense that is pretty much suited to an arena style? That's going to be curious. I'm definitely interested to see how that goes. Defensively, I've got Jeff Ejikim, however you want to pronounce it. He's a veteran. He played for Vegas. I can't remember the other team that he's played for. But he does have a veteran presence when it comes to indoor football. He's got to shut down Randall Grimes. I'm not sure if he's playing. You got to shut down Arthur Jackson. I think Grimes will be fine. He was kind of limping around in the Duke City game, so I think he'll be all right. But Jeff Ejikim, he's got to shut down one of these wide receivers. He's got to make sure that, San Diego doesn't run the ball that well regardless. If you can shut down the passing game, you pretty much have San Diego right where you want them. Defensively, Keshawn Walker, he Defense Player of the Week last week. He was very, very good for San Diego, helping shut down Duke City. Can he replicate that against a team that has not played a snap together except for in scrimmages and practices? It'll be interesting to see how he is able to shut down Castronova and that core of wide receivers. Previously stated, series history, San Antonio never played in the Indoor Football League. Every one of these is going to be, we've never played them. So let's move on with our rosters, our bets, and we'll go talk to Aaron. Okay, so 25-man rosters popping up over here. And as for San Diego, these are your starters that played against Duke City. We'll see who swaps in, who swaps out, and kind of go from there. We've already seen that a couple of times with some of the rosters in the previous games this week. As for San Antonio, you kind of have a hint of who is starting. You kind of know who's going to be wide receivers, defensive backs, things along those lines. Question for me, though, is who's going to be starting on that offensive line? Are they going with the 3 that they brought back from San Antonio last year? Who gets the start at linebacker? They have quite a bit of linebacking experience right there with Ricky Wyatt from Duke City and Tristan Vance from Arizona. Can't forget Zach Brown. I think he's probably going to be playing both sides of the ball, but they've got him lined up as a linebacker on their roster, so we'll see if he slots in there or not. Regardless, it looks like a very tough roster to gauge. They've got a lot of good wide receivers. I look for them to really spread the ball out, and you cannot count out William Daniels or Keyshawn Harper running the ball. So I think San Antonio has a very, very good starting roster. Funny thing is, though, I thought the same thing about Jacksonville, and Anyway, we'll move on. But I think San Antonio pairs very well. Like I said in the preview part, San Diego's defense lines up pretty well based on the arena style offense, but that's what San Antonio's practicing as well too. So is it a movable object versus unstoppable force? I'm not sure. We'll see what happens when the game goes, but I think San Antonio, that roster is pretty good. I'm not necessarily sure if it's going to mean a win, but that's what our best bet's for, right? So let's go check that out. We'll go talk to Aaron, and we will finish off the preview. Best bet, money line, plus 105. Call it another hunch. I'm not necessarily sure. I got bit with Tucson, but with this game, I think San Antonio has enough to win. I didn't see a lot with San Diego when they played Duke City that really excited me. I didn't really see enough out of that running game. I didn't see enough passing the ball. Now, another week of practice means Nate Davis could build some more chemistry with his wide receivers. That defense could have another week to, kind of mold together. But I don't know. There's just something in the back of my mind that says this is some good money. First and foremost, it's a betting segment, so some good money. I just think San Antonio can shock them. Can straight up shock them, and I've got a money line here. I don't know. Won't be mad if I'm wrong, but I think San Antonio takes this one. Let's go talk to Aaron and see if he agrees. Welcome back to Aaron's IFL Corner. We got our trusty paper with his preview on it, so without further ado, let's head to the Pechanga Arena in San Diego, California. Like the Jacksonville Sharks, the San Antonio Gunslingers are transitioning from the National Arena League. It can be a difficult transition, especially on offense. If San Antonio's quarterback, Sam Castronova, gets off to a hot start, though, they have a chance to be a tough team to beat in the Indoor Football League. San Diego last week had a hard-fought win at Duke City, a good road win. Strikeforce quarterback Nate Davis played well enough against his former team, but San Diego's lack of running game can limit their ability to finish drives consistently on offense. Defensively, the Strikeforce produced turnovers in their first win of the season, giving their offense a chance to pull ahead in the second half against Duke City. San Diego has home field advantage, and they should have more chemistry with their offense and defense than the Gunslingers. It would be reasonable for the Gunslingers to struggle early while they transition to the indoor football rules. Getting a road win is always a tall task in the Indoor Football League, and the Strikeforce will need to balance their offense to win this game at home. Aaron's prediction for this game, 35-33. He has the Strikeforce. So, a very close, hard-fought win according to him. It looks like chemistry is built, but it looks like San Antonio stays right in the game with them. My prediction, a little bit different. I think San Antonio wins 38-31. I think they just do enough. I do. I think they just do enough. They make one more play. It could be the final play of the game. We've seen how all of these games have gone so far through 3 weeks of the season. One play could turn it. It could be a turnover. It could be a fumble. It could be just a 50-yard, 49-yard touchdown pass from the goal line. I don't know. It could be a kick return. I just think San Antonio does just enough. I think that wide receiving core is very deadly. For the Gunslingers, at least. I like Sam Castronova. He's able to throw the ball. The dimensions aren't different on the football field from the NAL to the IFL to whatever. It's still the same field. He knows how to run it. It's just an extra man in motion. It's just defensive rules are a little different, it seems. So, yeah, I have San Antonio winning. I don't know. It's just something in the back of my mind. Like I said, won't be mad if San Diego wins, but I just think the Gunslingers do something. They don't make a mental mistake. I'm not sure. I keep rambling. I don't know. I think San Antonio does just enough to win this game. So, with that being said, those are our previews. Well, that's our preview. Those are our predictions, is what I was trying to say. And that is pretty much it for Aaron and myself for week 3. Been a lot of good games. 5 great games so far this week. Let's finish it off with one more. Let's get a really good game for this one. It's not an April Fool's joke. Please don't be an April Fool's joke. I want another good game. That being said, guys, taking off here. Hope you guys enjoyed all of the previews, recaps, and everything so far. Keep liking, commenting, subscribing, doing all of that stuff. That being said, take taking off here. See ya.